Hey guys, Tyler here from The Skin Deep. Just quickly drawing your attention to our Patreon page. We need your support to continue making the videos that you love. So check out the link below or this little box up here and support us on Patreon.
What was the moment that you felt the most scared for me?
You know how I deal with about fear, so I know what the question is asking. So I'll just take it there. When we left from lockup, I was kind of like concerned highly that the vultures.
I wouldn't make it back?
No, Cypher.
Oh.
Nah, those vultures that you and I had to battle, you know what I'm saying, was really gonna try to like test your square.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, and I wasn't concerned of them. It was how you would respond to them testing your square. And I don't mean it in the physical way at all. I mean it more so in the mental way, because I understood you got it. I was totally clear as you got it. I kind of did feel like, you know, I was somewhat of a shield, you know, while you were going through your process of, you know,
learning.
Kind of like, yeah, I kept away from you, you know, and so now when it was time for me to go, you know, and you were still there, I just figured like this: I know how you able to utilize your sword, and when you back that out on them, they ain't got no choice but to team up. None of them, you know what I'm saying, do you nothing one-on-one. I'm not talking about physically. Mm-hmm. This is all mental. They can't just one. I was like, dang, I didn't want to see you have to do battle by yourself, you know. I was somewhat enlightening you. Not somewhat, I was enlightening you.
Actual fact.
You know, I was bringing you away from that darkness that they refused to step away from, you know. And I just didn't want you to have to go through that, you know, pretty much by yourself. You know, that was it. You know, I ain't, nah, G, you know, I knew you was gonna do well when you got out of lockup, when you know, got out into society. I knew that you had what it takes. You know what I mean? Justice is a reward or penalty. It's all according to one's ways and actions. So, I mean, you know what it is on that half, so.
Actual fact.
Ho, ho, ho. Wow, these people are good.
They're the best.
They are good, man. What are you hesitant to tell me?
Oh shit, that's the. They asked me and my wife that question. And I told her some of the things that I've done. Damn, this is like the same exact way I dealt with this situation. All right.
I just said they good, G.
Yeah.
They're good, man. That's what you think I said it for. You were good.
All right.
They're great. They're great.
Yeah, they're very good. Despite what you and I know and understand with the science of how my character has always been, I've lost a lot of patience. And it's fucking aggravating. You know what I'm saying? How and why I lost it, but it's just shit that I gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'll get over it, of course, but I have to gain mastery of my patience again. It's very, very, very short, man. I'm done. I hate these questions sometimes, man.
Wow, though.
Because they just like.
Nah, I mean, wow,
really,
though, because like.
They dig into your. What the hell, man?
I haven't, if I may, you know, I hadn't sensed that. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like a drug addict, G. You know,
oh, you know how to hide it well? That's what you mean?
No, exactly. No. How to hide it well.
Right.
Exactly that.
That's what I thought you meant. Like, you know how to hide the fact that you don't have patience like you used to well?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been through some bullshit, man, for years.
Right.
And it's all surrounding going back to prison, man. After South Carolina, I was never supposed to go back there. It was just too much. I put my mother through that again, you know what I'm saying? My sister, my wife now, she was never, no, man, my wife been going through it forever. She's been going through it forever, but I've been hesitant to tell you, man, that I've been, well, not anymore, but I fucked up. I lost a lot of patience. What are you hesitant? I'm asking you the question.
You want to know what I'm hesitant to tell you?
Yeah.
I mean, just as you manifested just now, how you lost the patience touch. Like, sometimes I feel like I lost that stiff punch reality used to give. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I'm just really not myself. You know what I'm saying? Like that reality that you know, I feel like, you know, that guy hadn't been around in some years, you know? And, you know, as I was manifesting to you, I've been running off his fumes. I feel like I'm not gonna get in that seat no more, you know? That's how come I was saying, like, you know, I'm glad we touched back again, because, like, I really, really needed just the mirroring that you and I used to do to keep one another, you know what I'm saying, grounded and stable.
Yeah, but that shit was through a wall, man. This shit was through a wall.
What
now,
do you mean?
this is the thing now. Think about that, right?
Yeah.
The history that's documented is you was on one side, I was, you know, the physicals was in two different locations. And now, whatever the hell Kelly went through and whatever the hell Rock went through in the past 16 years, the only thing that we both mentally striving to rebuild is like another fucking wall between us. So we can have the ability to just study. Like, yo, look at this. You know, go.
Yeah, 20.
Now, hold on. Listen to that question you just asked me. Go back and come up with the answer and then come back.
20, yeah.
Come back and, yo, you there? Yeah, all right, listen. Okay, now you work. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And, I mean, shit, we know we can't get that back. And, I mean, we just gotta keep building, man. Just come to Florida, man. Yeah. That's it. What do you love most about our relationship?
Of course, the understanding. The supreme understanding that you and I share. I love that. I love the fact that pretty much we finish each other's sentences. We already can look at each other and know what we were just looking at separately. Know what we were just thinking about. You could be in Florida. You could be here. Just through the communication, the understanding that we share. Nothing else like it for me, for real. You know what I'm saying? That is divinely to me, for real, man.
Divinely. You and or have to make your own dictionary.
Divinely, yeah. That's another one of my words. It's supreme. It's supreme to me, man. It's at a high level that, you know, you and I can, we can see so much together. And you know what I really love too? That, and I always love this about you, always will, that if I manifested something, just like now, right, that may not be right and exact, or something that you don't see, you won't let me just keep running. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't so much you're correcting my errors. Nah, that ain't what it is. You know, to me, I look at it as you keeping me sharp, and at the same time, hold on, you don't want me to go too far, and you didn't get where I was at, you know, pretty much at the beginning. I love that about you, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I use you as my measuring stick on how I've dealt with everybody else since, you know what I'm saying, you and I parted in the 90s. It took some time for me to understand that, you know what I'm saying, your bar is really high, G. It's just the truth. and I had to bring it down some in order to keep, you know what I'm saying?
Socializing.
Yeah, because if not, you know what I'm saying? It was just me by myself, G, for real. I'm older now too, like, and so yeah, I pushed some away because of that bar was up there like that, G. That bar of understanding. I constantly kept searching and looking and using that as a guidelines enough to take the person to the next level with me.
Actual fact. You know what I think is like, so what was so horrific about our experience was the fact that now it's mandatory. Like you can't go home from prison in some places unless you have your GED.
Right.
And to be teaching people how to read and write, we were subjected to some real, foul shit, man.
Yeah, man. All because we wanted to teach people how to read and write. That was it. All just because of that. We joked through the mud, man.
Hey guys, it's me again. If you found value in that last video, please consider supporting us up here on Patreon. It's the best way to ensure we continue sharing these impactful stories. And as always, keep watching. Thanks a lot.